Hi, a very good morning, all of you. So today's a live session. We'll focus on the following topic: how to score maximum in any entrance. So in specific, we'll deal with our entrance, which is universal in application, the concepts which we are discussing. So I hope you guys are ready, and let me know if you have any issues with streaming and audio quality. So do confirm the same. We'll proceed accordingly. So today I used some of my artistic skills in order to sketch certain illustrations on board. So let's review them as well. Okay, right. So in this live session, as I said, we'll focus on how to score maximum. So uh, you take anything in life, let's suppose a game, a cricket, or any of your favorite sport. In order to excel in any sport, or for that matter in life, we need something which is called as practice. So if you're playing cricket, if you want to excel in cricket, obviously it's all about net practice, coupled with discipline, determination, self-confidence, including diet, the food which you take, the sleep which you have, and various other factors. So ultimately, you can zero it down to practice. So practice makes man or woman perfect, as they say. So ultimately, it's all about practice. So the more practice you have, the maximum marks you score. Simple, isn't it? So it definitely sounds very simple, but it includes various factors and it involves an elaborate preparation, the right methodology, which we'll be focusing on in this particular live session. Okay. So a very good morning once again. So as you can see, I've listed certain factors which we'll discuss in brief, most of which I have discussed already prior, but this live session will deal with relevant aspects only. So first and foremost, as you can see, practice obviously includes starting with multiple choice questions. That's a decider. The more score you have, that's ultimately going to decide your success or failure in that particular entrance. So as you can see in the title, your marks will be the decider. That's a reality, isn't it? So practice includes doing as many MCQs as possible, qualitative practice, as we discussed prior, various references which you can obtain, standard references, so that you'll have authentic information, and obviously notes. So these are the components which we discussed a number of times previously. And to be more specific, when I say multiple choice questions practice, as we discussed prior, it's about quantity as well as quality. But the most important thing which I wanted to highlight in this particular live session is the why factor. I mean, if you score more, like for example, you scored 90% in a particular test, it doesn't mean that you relax. Why? Why do you think you left out or you lost that 10% marks? Or in the 90% of your marks, do you think it's all by chance? Or is it because you have concrete idea pertaining to that particular concept or topic? Or is it by fluke or chance you got certain questions correct? So that analysis is very important, whether you score high or whether you score low. Again, as I mentioned, when you score low, it doesn't mean that you give up. You should analyze why you have gone wrong. Is it because there is a time constraint, or is it because you're in a hurry, or were you confused between two options, or you have no idea regarding that topic at all? So, all of which allows you to prepare and make notes accordingly. So this is very, very important, a very important exercise at the core level. So MCQs practice along with analysis. Just ask yourself why. You scored some X percentage of marks. So why do you think your score is only X percentage? So what are the factors or areas in which you need to work? You need to get your concepts right. You need to memorize certain aspects, all of which can be translated into your notes, which will ultimately help you. We'll get back to that later. And now coming to references. Before that, always keep in mind, ask yourself why. Why is very powerful tool in order to progress. Why? So you got it wrong, why? You got it right, why? Or do you think you need to extend your references further? Accordingly. Now, coming to references, see, you can have as many references as you want, but these are the references which I would advise all of you to go with because these are based on standard literature. So, e-classes, test series assignments, discussions, textbook references, article references, and latest we have been giving several homework questions for you. So, all of which will be fruitful only when you actively participate in discussions or when you actively give yourself towards these activities. If you're passively trying to get information, then there is no point in having these many references. A simple guide is suffice. I'll get back to that at the end. Don't worry. So, having these references involves or necessitates the importance of active participation. Without your active participation, there is no point in doing these references. And without these references, there is no way that you're going to get standard, authentic information, which will enhance your confidence. So, when I say active participation, coming to e-classes, it's not just about watching the video and then sleeping, but simultaneously, that's what usually happens in our offline classes, I'm sure, especially the backbenchers. Either they are involved doing some other activities or sleeping, or even the first for students, daydreaming. Daydreaming is, of course, good, but not at the expense of what is being taught in that particular class. So active participation here in this sense doesn't mean that you just listen to what's being taught, but trying to analyze, correlate with your prior information and knowledge and making notes accordingly. Again, it gets back to this. It can be test series, point and shoot tests, daily tests, surprise tests, any test you take. Again, notes preparation. Assignments. Obviously, you need to refer standard literature. That's how they're designed. So again, active participation and notes preparation. You take discussions. This is not possible without your participation. Or else it's like I'm shouting out questions and giving out answers for self, which serves no purpose. So active participation, you take anything here. Active participation is the key. And this active participation comes only when you enjoy the process. I mean, if you're forced to do something, if you're forced to do net practice, you hate cricket, but you're forced to do net practice. So what's the point? You'll never enjoy it. So when do you enjoy it? When you know its importance, when you know the fact that these references are going to give me more enlightenment and broader perspectives, increase my knowledge base so that I can lay stronger foundation on which I can go for post-graduation. And take my word, preparation phase is an opportunity for you to master all concepts at undergraduate level so that you can lay even further stairs or steps or floors on your stronger foundation. Take my word. I have a personal experience with that. I'm sure thousands of hardworking students have experienced the same. So when you enter post-graduation, you will know the value of all these references. You'll see that difference in confidence, right? I hope you got my point. You need to experience it rather than just me delivering this in the form of lecture. You need to experience this. When you experience this, that's the ultimate satisfaction you'll have. So active participation makes all of this possible, right? And then coming to notes, notes can also be considered as a form of reference. That's the reason why I've mentioned here an arrow directing towards notes. So notes is an important reference. It's a customized reference. Initially, you need to make notes, but during your revision phase, especially last 1, 2, 3 months, where we perceive more stress comparatively, those are the times where this notes plays a very, very crucial role. It saves time, enhances confidence. I've been repeating this n number of times. I'm ready to do so for the next several years possible, but you need to get this point. Notes helps you to save time. You think it's a waste of time, but actually you're investing in notes preparation. It's wise investment in time now, which is going to help you a lot, save your time and enhance your confidence, which is very, very important. So that's the reason why I have mentioned here. In fact, I haven't mentioned it. I put a question mark. So with MCQs practice, with the Y factor, with various references, with notes preparation, what's the ultimate thing you're going to achieve, which is going to help you reach the target? By the way, that's not a table fan. That's a bullseye. That's a target. It's not table fan, seriously. Appears like a table fan. I'm really sorry. So I do have limitations in my artistic skills. So ultimately, you're going to get this, which helps you reach your target or hit the bullseye. I thought someone would answer that. So I'll leave it to you. I'll leave this question mark to you. You fill it up. Why should I say everything? I mean, there is no point in me saying everything. So let me leave that to you. You fill it up according to your convenience. Yeah, revision, all of this will ultimately, yeah, with notes you can revise. Yeah, of course, with notes you will revise. And what is that ultimate factor which you're going to achieve that helps you reach or hit the bullseye, if not a table fan? Okay, self confidence. You take any game, you take life, you take any project you have. Ultimately, if you're not confident about what you're doing, there is no way you will succeed. Maybe if you succeed, it would be by fluke or chance. But what's the point in succeeding that way? You work hard, you work consistently, and most importantly, you have belief in self that will ultimately help you reach your target. Not by chance, but by choice. In fact, I mentioned the same in previous live session as well. And now coming to the final aspect. Yeah, of course, it's confidence. Good. Now coming to the final aspect, which I said I'll discuss that then. What about guides? What about study materials? What about these passively fed ready-made materials to which we are all attracted? Because we think we can skip all of this. We seriously think and we seriously consider. In fact, I see several of them doing the same. Of course, faltering in exam. That's a fallacy. Take my word. Guides, it's a fallacy. It's a misconception that you can learn all the concepts, you will crack entrance through guides, which is a fallacy. I'm repeating it. It's a fallacy. Previously, that was a different scenario. Some decades ago, some years ago, entrances were such a way that they were not really of that standard. I'm telling you. But now the standards are, superior comparatively, the best standards possible at international level. We're having good quality questions, clinical oriented questions, matching. You look at the AIMS pattern, you look at NEET pattern, case-based questions, image-based questions. The standards are rising. We still can't stick on to the old formats. Guides, no, they're not going to help you in any means possible. You think you can skip all this part and then just mug up MCQs which are available in guide and read out some ready-made material through which you think you'll get information, understand concepts, and crack entrance? Nothing can be further from truth. However, if you want ready-made information, passively fed information, a kind of material which gives you top marks in entrance, it's available somewhere here. So I placed GPS coordinates for your convenience. So it's available in this glass bottle which is sealed by a cork. So you can check out these GPS coordinates. It's right beneath the tree. But be careful. I have placed 3 crows. You can see if you carefully observe, we have 3 crows here. They're guarding the tree and the bottle 24/7. So इसको मिलना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है. So rather than that, let's focus on this and try to build up our foundation. That's true mastery. That's empowerment, isn't it? Don't you think so? And that's how you're going to ultimately reach your target. Not by chance, not by fluke, not by luck, but by choice. Experience that. You visualize this. How would that make you feel? That's ultimately going to be your superpower, right? So these are some of the things which I wanted to highlight in this specific video. I hope the session is useful and you have any further, you need any further assistance or you have any further questions, you're always welcome to get back through mail 24/7. So I'll see you again tonight, maybe at 9:30 or 10. I'll let you know the timings because we'll have an early dinner session today. And then we'll see what we can discuss, either a textbook discussion or I'm planning one session in different format. I'll get back to you if that's available, right? So have a great day ahead. Wish you all the best and I love you all. Yes, Vaishnavi, even I heard the same 5 to 6 times, minimum of 2 to 3 times. Okay, that's fine. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But as I said, it's a fallacy. And anyways, if you guys want a real shortcuts, passively fed material, I'm giving you accurate information along with GPS coordinates. Do check it out. Seriously, do check it out. I mean, last year when I've been to that place, I placed that glass bottle sealed with cork with a small note inside which contains all the secrets.